Hi guys, good afternoon. I haven't made a video in a little while, but I'm sorry. I've just been so excited over, being monetized, and then we had all sorts of crazy things happen with work, and I figured I'd just do a quick little video tonight. There's a beautiful sunset going on. Isn't that pretty? and I am here with, I'm out in the pasture. We just actually fed them their dinner. There goes Darcy over there. And yeah, so they just had their supper. And let me see, what else can I talk about? Oh, I actually am going to take this opportunity to answer a few questions. First of all, welcome to all of my new subscribers. I get little notifications every time you guys subscribe, so it's really, really, really cool. So thank you. You guys are making this a lot of fun. But let me answer. A couple of people asked me some questions the other day about drafts and how they're different from lighter horses. And well, they're bigger. They're a lot bigger. And oh yeah, here, let me show you what I'm doing. We're free riding, and I'm just sitting here and I'm letting him do whatever he wants. And I guess he just wanted to kind of come over here and see Mr. Darcy for a little bit. So this just helps me with my balance. It helps me with his balance. It allows him to do whatever he wants, and I'm not giving him any leg cues. I'm just sitting here, giving him a little scratch every once in a while. Not the best view ever. It's like the best view ever, right? Yes. Okay, so now his ears are back and he's listening to me. He's like, okay, what are we gonna do? Because I don't really do this very often with him. And it's always good to just, hang out with your horse every once in a while. Give him scratches. Tell him he's a good boy. There's that ear paying attention to me, waiting for my next command. And then there was a sigh. Pet him on the butt. Tell him he's a good boy. Oh, look at that dust. So that's what I do every so often. Probably about once a month. I'll come out and I'll just sit on them and let them free ride and just see where they go, what they do. What? I'm making a movie. Husband is over there. He's working in the shed. So anyway, let's go back to the topic. They asked me what's the difference between a draft horse and the lighter horses. And I said, they're bigger. They're bigger boned. They are bigger in stature. Muscle-wise, they're built better, strength-wise, because they have to. They were bred to either pull a wagon, which is actually pretty light, or pull a plow, which is not so light, or they were, logging horses or whatever. So they were built to be really super strong. Like their shoulders are like really, really big. He's got some really big, strong shoulders. What? What did you just see? Oh, there's somebody out there walking, and he just kind of saw it out of the corner of his eye. So they're bigger. Their dietary needs are very, very different. His needs is basically hay and grass when we have grass. A lot of people will take their horses, performance horses, show horses, barrel racers, cross-country riders, competitive horses. They use up an awful lot of nutrition, vitamins and minerals and electrolytes and all sorts of stuff. And their muscles are fatigued a little bit more, just like any athlete, really. So athletes need to, I'm just messing with his mane. Athletes need to eat better, and they need to eat well, and they either a high protein diet, or they need to eat paleo diet or whatever. But you don't really see athletes eat a lot of carbohydrates or a lot of sugars or refined sugars, or anything like that, because the body just doesn't function properly. So these guys, these big guys, it's like they don't need a lot. They just, because they are just made to pull, and they're like kind of your weightlifters. They don't really need a lot of fluff. If they were performance horses, like if they were in weight pulling or if they were loggers or something, you would probably want to give them a little something extra to help. They're pretty easy keeper, which means, they get fat on air, except for this guy and that guy. As they get older, their teeth wear down just like any other horse, and they have a hard time eating, and they have a hard time absorbing the nutrients in the hay, or in the grass, or if they don't have any grass, or if your pastures are not nutritious enough for them, then they're going to lose some weight. Or if you're not giving them enough food, they'll lose weight. So these guys, they get alfalfa cubes soaked, beet pulp soaked, definitely soaked, and I have been giving them lately a supplement to go along with that. They used to get some biotin with their feet, but they're getting it somewhere and they don't need it anymore, so their feet are doing really good on their own without it. Let me see. So let's see. I've been giving him, because he lost that 100 pounds, I've been giving him Nutrina Pro Force. He was getting, let me see, Nutrina Pro Force Elite. He was getting senior for the past 2 weeks, and he's gained a little bit of weight, but the senior has too much sugar, and I'll get to that in a minute. So I switched it. Well, originally he had top line supplement, and he refused to eat. So he didn't want to eat for like 3 days, which is really, really bad. So I took him off of that, and I bought the senior, which he now likes to eat a lot. And I did some research today, and now he has been switched to the fuel. So Nutrina Pro Elite Fuel. It's a black bag with a black horse on it, and it has the least amount of sugar as you can get for any type of supplement, and stuff. He's grazing. So he's gonna get that, but he's not 100% draft, so he can tolerate a little bit more sugar than this guy. That guy, my headless horse. Oh, there you are. I felt his back muscles just kind of like go whoop. So I knew he was gonna put his head up. So he can't eat a lot of sugar. His body can't metabolize it. So I treat them as if they were diabetics, and they don't get any sugar, or very, very, very little sugar. So no carrots, well, very little carrots. Apples. They only get apples when the apple trees. Are you gonna poop? His tail's up. I don't think he's gonna poop. I think he's just got gas. So they only get the apples when the apple trees are in bloom, because I don't keep them away from it, and they don't seem to have diarrhea or anything. They also get a scoop of Buteless. Buteless pellets is a it's like a painkiller, like aspirin. And a lot of people will say, no, you can't give them Bute all the time, it makes them sick. Yes, that is true. Bute, the powder, and you can only get that from your veterinarian. But Buteless does not contain Bute, hence the name Buteless. And I'm watching his tail. And for this guy, who is prone to ulcers and stress diarrhea, it seems to help him out. We haven't had cow patties in the pasture, so that seems to be working for him. Let's see. So that's his diet. Plus, of course, plenty of water and salt. Definitely, he has to have their salt over there. It's right there. He gets free choice salt. I'd like to get like loose salt, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't know if there's a container that I need, but I just bought one of those Himalayan rock salts. Oh, I guess we're moving. Nope, maybe not. Are we pooping? Nope, not yet. I've just bought one of those Himalayan rock salts that I'm gonna put like right there in the barn, right there. And I'm gonna let them be able to lick it also with that one since their water is right there. So let's see, we covered nutrition, food. Oh yeah, the lighter horses, they can have pretty much whatever you want to give them, grains and stuff like that. But if you think about it, a horse out in the wild isn't going to be eating grains. And I know these guys are domesticated since birth. They're not used to eating out in the wild, but their digestive systems are still ancient and the same as a wild horse. So you want to be able to work on that. Try different things. Give your horse time to adjust to it, just like a dog, but take longer. Dogs take about a couple days to a week to adjust to new food. Horses take nearly a month. So everything is slower in a draft horse. The way they react to things, the way that they move, definitely the way that they walk, they're much slower. Let me see. So yeah, that's as we go back onto the slow part. The other part I like about drafts is that they are slow to react. You know, they are bred to have a very mellow temperament. So think about, let's see, if I could classify all the different breeds. You have, everybody knows the Arabians, and they all know that they are hot, which means they're very excitable, they're very energetic, they are very aware of everything, all the time. They are amazing horses, and certain people are more adept to deal with their wild personality. Me, not so much. I don't like crazy horses. I like them kind of mellow. I'm a kind of a mellow person anyway, sometimes. But my cousins and my uncle, they used to have Arabians, and they used to breed them and show them. And now she breeds and shows dogs. So, but they had them for the longest time, and they were always really, I mean, very pretty. Their noses always looked like they were squished, like somebody went on their nose. But so I take an Arabian and I compare it to like a 3-year-old that has endless amounts of energy, and they're just everywhere all the time until they sleep, and then they just crash. Then you have your quarter horses, and your Rocky Mountain horses, your Tennessee Walkers, and your other gaited horses, not quarter horses, not in the gaited family, but I do put them under the same temperament as your standardbreds, your Tennessee walking horses, simply because they like to be out and about. They're very hardworking horses. The Tennessee Walkers, the standardbreds, the let me see, your racing type Morgans type horses, very long leggy, but they are very built. So they are built to do long distances and cover lots of ground really fast, but they're not hot-headed, so they're easy to control, very level horses, super smart. So if you take one of these type of horses out on a trail, they are more apt to take care of you, where if you put them on a path, they're like a mule, I guess, without being the stubborn part. They'll go, but if they see something that is a better way for them to be safe, then they will take that route instead of go the way that you want to go, which some people may see that as being disrespectful, disobedient, but he does that a lot. His mom was a standardbred and Gypsy Vanner, and he will decide to go around things that I want him to go through things. But that's his way of doing things. And we kind of figured that out. Jarvis here, Mr. No Head, hey, he just plows through everything. You know, he is your typical draft horse Percheron, where he was just meant to just go straight. You know, don't walk through whatever is in your way, and just walk. And that's what he does. He will trip over his bucket. He will, you know, he got his foot stuck in a cinder block last year. And I was like, the craziest thing. Because I saw we're moving again. There was a cinder block that was broke. I know, honey. You can go wherever you want in the pasture. And I was like, that's so strange. And then he had a scar on his coronary band and he was bleeding. So put two and two together, he stuck his foot in there, and as he freaked out, it broke. So he's pretty strong to break a cinder block. So let's get back. Let's see, I covered quarter horses. Okay, now how about your Andalusians, your Hanoverians? They're your performance horses for dressage and competition. Let me see here, I have a call coming in, I'm gonna decline it. Okay. They're your performance horses. They are the ones that they tend to carry themselves a little bit better, and they're a little fluffy, you know, they're push, you know, and they have the personality that goes with it. They like to show off. They're very vain horses, I guess you could call them. They love to be groomed. They love the attention, and they love to be out in the middle of the ring and around people, and they just absolutely perform fantastically when you want them to move off. They're beautiful. Their gait is amazing, but that's what they were bred for, so that's what their mindset is like. So you get that, and then now of course you get your minis, which minis are minis. They're just cute. They're like puppies. And then you have your draft horses, and those are your Percherons, your Belgians, your Suffolk Punch, your Fjords, even go into your let me see, what else? There's a whole bunch of draft horses. Your Clydesdales and your Shires and Gypsy Vanner, I think I already said that. And your the little guys, the little guys, the little ones, those guys, and they're meant to work. They're like your muscle guys, the ones that go to the big competitions, or Mr. America, or the heavyweight competition, the weight pullers, and they're the guys that are just like, ah, you know, they breed muscles. You know, that's what they are, and they just go. You know, you point them in the right direction, you say go that way, and they go, okay, I'll go. You know, they're not your super athletes like your football players, your basketball players, or stuff like that. So actually, you know, a basketball player, that would be your Hanoverians, you know, the long legs, and they're just very athletic. And then you get your tennis players, which are your, let's see, what else? I don't know. Anyway, you get the point, I think. So that's the difference between the breeds. Let's see, what else is there different about them other than their personality, their temperament? They all live about the same time, depending. I mean, you should always start a horse as late as possible. 2-year-olds are really way too young to be started either under saddle. You can start them on the ground and stuff like that, and you can get them to carry a saddle on their back, but not a person. They're not ready. These guys are the same way. They mature a little bit differently and a little bit longer. So at a horse at 4 years old that may have most of his growth plates, except for the one, I think, in their neck, the very top part of their neck. Oh, we're moving again. Where are we going, Jarvis? Where are we going? Are we going somewhere? Huh? Are we going anywhere? Oh. You got the hiccups. Oh, twitchy. What are we doing? Where are we going? Anywhere? Can we go this way? Nope, we're going maybe into the barn? I don't know. Let's see where we're going. Oh, we stopped. Where are we going, Jarvis? Where are we going, bud? You can't go that way. All right, I'm going to put my, let's see, my left leg, I'm going to put a little bit of pressure on him. Watch the ear. Okay, I'm going to let off the pressure. I'm going to do the right leg. Good boy. Now I'm going to do my left leg. Good boy. One more time. Right. Good boy. Left. Good boy. Good boy. Let's see, what else can I tell you? Nutrition, feeding, everything has to be bigger for the draft horse. Everything. Stalls, definitely bigger. Trailers, definitely bigger. Stalls, stronger, definitely. I mean, you figure a regular horse is anywhere between 850 and maybe 1100 pounds. And this guy is 1700 pounds. Darcy right now is skinny, so he's only like 1100, but he's usually 1260 pounds. Yes, dear? What can I help you with? Can we, let's see, go this way. Good boy. Nope, we're gonna go in a circle. We can go in a circle if you want. It's not the way I want it to go, but can we try again? Let's see if we can do this. Let's go this way. Go this way. Good boy. Oh, now we're going in a circle. Oh, this is fun. Maybe we can go the other way. You think we can go the other way? Jarvis, go this way. Go this way. Come on. There, good boy. Good job. We're going the other circle. I'm surprised he doesn't want to be down there with Darcy. You can go down there if you want. Are you licking and chewing? Yes, you are. You're learning. Good job. Okay, let's learn again. Now, when I take his mane, all I'm doing is pulling. So he just feels a little tug, and then I put my leg on. So I'll show you. Put my leg on and a little pull. And then when he turns, I let go. So he knows that's exactly what I wanted him to do, but I didn't think we should have gone in a circle, but so I'll show you again. Yoo-hoo. Excuse me. Sir, can you pay attention for a minute? All right. Okay, so let's go get this leg on. There, and I let it go. Good boy. Good boy. Get this leg on. Nope, he's not going to do it this time. I guess he says, you know what, I'm done learning. You can go down there and go visit him. I'm just going to be sitting here talking. What do you think? Yeah? Such a funny guy. He just sighed again. He's like, darn, get off my back. You're not doing anything. You're just sitting there. That's such a pretty picture. What you doing there, buddy? Nope. He's like, I don't want to look over that way. Look at that pretty ear. Good boy. It's like I was laying on his mane, all on his back. This is good for him to know to stand put when people are moving all around him, huh? Yes, that's good. I would do the other side because everybody knows that horses have two sides of their brain and they work independently of each other. And that's why when people say that you need to work both sides of the brain, it's true. Whatever you do on one side of the horse, you got to do the same on the other side. That way the other side can figure out that that side got it right too. So, right? Right. So, I guess that's that for right now. I'm going to answer more of your questions later. And, there we go. Oh, much better. I like that. And look at that view. A nice horsey butt. Little scratches. So, guys, if you have any other questions, just feel free to email me at 15handstack@gmail.com. I'll get your email if that's the case. He's going to move. Oh, don't move. Oh, crazy. All right, guys, I will see you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. And we'll talk to you again later at Summerfield Farm and draft horses. Ah! Yeah, that's a pretty good view.